3D printing is a way of creating a three-dimensional tangible object from a computer file, and it's essentially a printer in the same way that a paper printer puts ink on paper. My name's Salam and I'm the business lead at Digital Blacksmiths. We're running a small lab in Nairobi testing sustainable 3D printing. There are a bunch of challenges when it comes to supply chain in a lot of the developing world. So once you've got a device and it breaks, your major challenge is getting a spare part here in a reasonable amount of time. And our project is actually trying to create materials and devices that people can use, build here and repair here.
I was a Peace Corps volunteer in Panama, living in a thatched roof hut on stilts and struggling with getting parts into where we were working. And when I read about 3D printing, I was like, that's what I'm doing. My name's Matt Raggi. I work for Tech for Trade as the technical director, and I design the machines for recycling plastic into 3D printed parts. The 3D printers that we're working with are designed for local manufacture in areas where parts are difficult to get. So all the chassis and everything is made from structural steel that you can buy locally. And then all of the important parts are 3D printed on another printer.
So an extruder is a device that takes plastic flake or plastic pellets and melts that down and stretches it out into filament. So if you see the way that a 3D printer works, it uses filament as its ink.
The truth is that anywhere you go in the world, there is an abundance of waste plastic. And so one of those waste plastics, actually the most common, is PET, which happens to be an excellent plastic for 3D printing. What we're doing is taking that waste plastic and cleaning it up, grinding it down, and then melting it down and extruding it into filament.
So one of the products we're experimenting with in Nairobi is a 3D printed microscope. This was designed at the University of Bath in the UK, and we're working with recycled filament to print these microscopes and pilot them in schools locally. It's significantly cheaper than buying a regular digital microscope, and our objective is to get that in the hands of as many teachers as possible. Yeah, so our objective is not so much to create as many products as possible, it's to create a number of products that can inspire other entrepreneurs to think about what they can create using these tools for their own local communities.
I think it's going to change things so much. It's going to change the three-dimensional solid object world in the way computers have changed the information world, in which case it's like almost hard to describe.